Hi there, viewers. Today I'm joining a conversation with author Javier Sarmiento, the author of Stories of an Hamlet Resident. It's quite a joy to have Javier on the show today. How are you doing, Javier?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing very great. It's a pleasure to have you on the show.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So, Javier, could you tell us about your book, Stories of an Hamlet Resident? How does this book come about? What inspired you to write Stories of an Harlem Resident?
Okay, so what inspired me to make this book first was this goes back to last year. I just graduated from college. I got my bachelor's, and I won a scholarship for $500. And like I was telling my before when I went at graduation, I was telling my parents and teachers like I'm gonna write my memoir because I was like I'm gonna write my memoir because um it's a long story, but I actually won 14 straight scholarships on a row to graduate debt free. So and I was interviewed by them, my college, Buena Vista University, to go to be on campus for the graduation day. So I was telling people, hey, I'm gonna write my memoir because it's inspiring and it's like telling me how I come from poverty, I come from nothing, and I achieved success, as people would say. So then I got the money, $500, and then I was trying to write a memoir, but it's like the but me, I was thinking about like memoir takes time. It's just not. I just don't want to publish it and just like not do well. It takes time, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to interview everybody that helped me get to where I am. So I was like, why not write a poetry book? Because I thought about that and I look back at my Google Docs and I seen all the poems I had. So I said, why not? Because why not write it? Because I could tell my experiences and hopefully inspire someone. And then I reached out to somebody to and it took 18 days and here we are.
Yeah, that's quite great. That's quite some great motivation there, inspiring the book, the making of the book. That's quite amazing to know. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. Javier, I see that Stories of a Harlem Resident also won the third place in the Bookfest award. How does that make you feel?
Well, when to be honest with you, when because it was a like I found out about this contest like around like a month ago because my book was published June of last year, and as of now it has 6 reviews. And like
Oh,
people I talked to, I talked to my local bookstore. They actually liked it. They want more copies of the books. And then I talked to my friends, family. They will support you, but I wanted other people to support it, like strangers, people that I don't know. So I try to enter contests. So I entered my sister actually helped me pay the fee because I didn't have the money at the time to and to like to the bidding all that stuff. And then I entered it and I just like went by my day, do my daily my daily stuff. And then I got that notification like 2 days before my email. I said, congratulations, you have been awarded a sister award. I'm like, what? So
wow.
me, I logged into my account and it said I went to my dashboard and it said third place. I'm like, oh, so I was really excited. I'm like, I didn't expect that because I think
Wow.
3,000 people, like I think 8,000 people entered this competition, and then
Wow.
it's for me to win third place. I was like, wow, I did not expect that. So I was really, to be honest, with you, I was very shocked and happy at the same time.
That's amazing. That's some great stuff. Congratulations on that as well.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I'm also curious to know if you experienced any challenges while writing your book. If there is any, could you share with us what challenge it is and how you ultimately overcame it?
Okay, so the first challenge was like I never wrote a book before. Like going like I had to like me and never written a book before. I had to like I googled like how to do it, and then I was looking at people in my genre because I was doing poetry. So I was talking to people like how to make a good poetry book. How much does it have to be like,
Mm,
and reaching out and stuff like that. And some people answered me, some people didn't. So then it was kind of hard. And then and at that marketing all the extra stuff. So and so that's kind of part of the hardest part. But the hardest part Two was like at the publication, because it's fun when you do it, but at the publication it's the hardest part because you try to market your book to others. Writing a book is fun. Anybody can write the book if they put the right tools together, like discipline and discipline and be dedicated to it. But for me, the hardest part was like at the publication.
Yeah,
Marketing is really hard. Like if you don't have
absolutely.
a large following on social media, because I have like I think 800 on Twitter, almost 800 on Twitter. I have 760 on Instagram, and LinkedIn I have 900 connections. But but people still don't know me, so I had to constantly promote it. So
Mm,
that's me. That was the challenging part after after like writing it all. Marketing was just probably the hardest.
that's great. That's quite amazing to know. I love your answers to this question. And also, Javier, I want to ask you, in your own terms, how can you define poetry? What does poetry means to you?
I mean, poetry is art because you basically it's a form of expression. Like it's like your book "Cry and Mercy." How you expressing yourself, like saying like how you reach out to God, like why are you experiencing these things, and how what message is God telling you? So it's basically like me writing about my experiences growing up in Harlem, or like it's like Harlem is depicted as like in the media. It's depicted as like some drug villain, homeless, it's like depicted as a bad image. With
Mm,
me, if you actually come in this place, it's actually history. Like you have the Apollo Theater. You have so
mm,
much things around here, and yeah, we have that. We have homelessness, drugs abuse, poverty, all that stuff. But this does not define this place. So for me, I'm explaining my experiences, like growing up and like seeing police brutality, all that stuff, and
yeah.
how I was able to overcome the odds. Because it's just a fact. Our research is 19% of Harlem residents do not have a high school diploma.
Wow.
Yes, and even 10% have an associate degree or even a degree of some sort. So for me, getting my diploma, getting my associates and bachelors, and becoming a published author and winning 15 scholarships, and becoming a poet. Because I think I wrote a poem, A Voice from Harlem. If you read the book, it's the first page. It's actually one I entered the Writer's Digest. If you know what that is, Writer's Digest. It's like a contest for writers, and it's I entered my poem, and it won honorable mention in a 90th Ryan Dash competition.
Wow.
8,000 people entered the contest and for me to win honorable mention. So for me, so like for to bring it all together, for me to overcome all the odds to achieve what I have, it's very people say remarkable. So yeah.
Mm, that's great. That's some great stories. I love that. And I want to say congratulations again.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Next, I want to ask you, as authors, we all have different ways of reacting to feedbacks and criticism of our works. I'm curious to know your opinion about criticism. How do you react to negative criticism of your books, if you've ever had one in time past?
Okay, so me, uh, um, so far I haven't received any negative criticism. I'm very surprised. I haven't received any negative criticism. But if I receive some, and I might receive some, and then people might look at it as like, oh, I need to change something. It's bad. It's horrible. I'm looking at it as if it's constructive, trying to help. As long as it's constructive, if you're trying to attack me as a person, not really. I'm not gonna pay attention to it. But if it's like constructive, like, hey, you need to prove this, make it longer, explain more your points, because one of my mentors, Shelby Lay, she's one I reached out to her before I published my book to
Mm,
make her she looked at it, edited it, told me like how I should put this poem out here, this poem right here at the end to get more of the message I'm trying to get to. so
yeah.
if if it's regarding to negative criticism, I would respond to it well, but as long as it's not personal. But if it's like constructive, like, hey, I like the way you did this. Why put it this way? Because in life I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. You aren't either. Like nobody is.
Mm,
So we
absolutely.
all need to improve.
Yeah.
So if for me to if I get that one day, if I get that, so far I haven't gotten it. But if I get that, I'll look at it and like, hey, I might need to prove this, because if it's my book is 26 pages, people say
Mm.
it's so I look at it that way.
That's great. I love your feedbacks. I love your opinion on criticism. That's quite amazing to know. Now, Javier, apart from stories of a Harlem resident, do you have any other works you've authored or currently working on?
Well, like I mentioned before, I wanted to really want to write my memoir,
Mm,
but that takes time because I know that I want. But the reason I want to write it right now, because the reason why I'm waiting because I want it to be like a bestseller, like really a bestseller, like traditionally published. Because I wanted this to be because this is all the memoirs right now. It's all a lot of memoirs right now. But mine, I
mm,
want mine to be like national, not like my poetry book. My poetry book is good. I love it, but I just published it just to see how people will react to it.
yeah.
This memoir, I wanted it to be bigger than my poetry book. I wanted to because it's me overcoming odds, overcoming society's odds. Because I'm black. I'm Afro-Latino. I have a black mom. My dad is Spanish. I have black heritage, and
Mhm.
I'm light skinned. So, um, I have that heritage, person of color. So, I want to because we are now our country is divided, and we need positive stories. Like every day
Absolutely.
we have something negative going on. This kid got like
Absolutely.
yeah, every day something going on. Somebody gets shot. Somebody's murdered. Something this. We need positive stories, and me, I think my story is aspiring winning 15 scholarships in a row, coming back
Yeah.
living in my environment I did. So I'm working on that right now, and hopefully it's like 300 pages. I want it to be bestseller. I want it to be bigger than my poetry book. That's the
That's
reason.
great.
I want to do that first, but yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I love the fact that you're aiming high. We all should
Sorry about that. Sorry
want,
about
no
that.
problem, no problem. We all should want something much bigger and such much louder and greater than what we already have. So that's some great motivation, I'd say. Now, Javier, I just want to ask you, could you tell us what publishing is like for a published author like yourself? What are the challenges you've encountered in terms of marketing your books, and what are the mediums you've utilized so far in promoting stories of a Harlem resident?
Feedback I got from people saying that this is so inspiring. Yeah, I love your poetry. I love this. I love that. And so I wanted to I wanted me to get represented by somebody, and it was kind of hard. I think I have the number right now. I reached out to 20 agencies. I only got one response. Somebody said, "Hey, we're not interested." So that's really hard. So I'll say that, and publishing too, because we have some publishers that don't have the author's state of mind. They don't want to give the author their they want to take their rights away. Like you know what I'm saying? Like their writing rights. If you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like their yeah.
yeah,
So it's that. It's kind of hard too. I didn't know that. I didn't know that because publishing me. This is my first time publishing. I'm still learning. So I learned
yeah.
all that stuff. So it was tricky, but I got it.
Yeah, that's great. I love your opinion about that. And now I want to ask, where can readers get a copy of your book in case we have some viewers who are interested in purchasing a copy? On what platform can they get it?
Okay, so you could get this book on Amazon,
Mm.
eBay, Walmart, Target, on Barnes and Nobles. You could get this hardcover copy at every big store. If you want this one, you can get this at Amazon. And if you want the hard copy, you can get this at Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Target, anywhere. Booktopia
Yeah,
is everywhere.
yeah, that's amazing. And I left a link in the description part of this interview where interested viewers can get a copy directly. So thank you so much, Javier, for accepting the invitation to be featured on P English Literature. It's a great pleasure having you on the show.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's a joy having you featured here.
Appreciate it.